Hey YouTube, it's AdamX20, and today I wanted to go over my software a little bit more. I was going to show you a video on how to update, but I updated and I noticed an oddity in some of the code. So I'm going to show you some of the strange behavior that I have to work with, which actually it's not difficult to fix. It's just behavior that I wasn't expecting. So I want you to look at this line right here. It says print text list type. This is kind of the weird stuff that I have to do. Now, I'm trying to get rid of the dependency of removing certain ASCII characters, Unicode characters, so everything is strictly Unicode. But if I open up this and click on sort, I get the same error that we saw in my first YouTube orbit video on Traipse, which is this error, traceback, which tells me I can't use this code. It's a Unicode encode error, so I'll clear that. I'll just exit that. Now watch what happens if I try and actually run this through the terminal. So I'll just start up Traipse. This is the exact same folder, and I'll open up the attack rolls here, and then it works. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's all because of this print statement right here. And I'm not sure. Is it because the terminal's there, or is it because it's not there? I do not know. So I'll remark those. I'll exit, and then I will something like that. No idea why I'm getting that. Then I'll run this. So there's no terminal open this time, and it's not going to print that statement. I'll run the attack roll, and then it works. Just like it should. So the easiest way for me to fix that, I think, would be to run this through my debug software. Gosh, I don't even remember if I'm doing that right. So I'll run that, and this might crash. It's no big deal. And then I'll show you one more error, which is fixed, and then I'll move on how to update. So half of this video might be of no use to you. So I got nothing in the crash report. No, change my settings and turn on developer. Close that for later. And I guess I'm not sending that stuff to my debugger. Anyways, there's that. Now here's another thing. This is the original line right here in the macros toolbar, and it's self.actions action sender. So it's grabbing the actions dictionary and looking for the sender of that action. Now, no matter where I try and run this, it's not going to work. And this is for my macros. Maybe it will work. Oh, I got to save it. Huh, I didn't even save that. This is probably not very interesting to some people. Sorry. This is my YouTube orbit channel. So I get this error, and I thought, well, fuck, I need that. I need that to be there. So what I did is I just tried looking for the sender, and you'll see it actually prints the sender. So I'll be able to run that, and then it will run. It will open up, and it'll work. And that's just an oddity in Python 2.7. Is it not going to run now? Did I somehow break something? Oh, there's an extra period in there. That would help. That would help to fix that. Alright, so I run that. And then I get my new macro used. So those are just strange behaviors that that change with each Python. There's my there's my debugging. That changed with each Python version, sometimes the lesser versions. So all that stuff will be fixed in the next update, and then I'll go over here to my Windows virtual machine where I have not updated yet and switch to full screen. And I fixed that code on here to make sure it would work with Python 2.6. So I'll start up Traipse. This debug window is going to be removed later on. I will then maximize it so you can see. Now the updater is a pretty sleek updater. It uses Mercurial. I actually forget the version number. I think it's 1.8.4, and Mercurial's been kind enough to release a pure Python version of their software, which is great. It's a subversioning software. It's awesome, and Mercurial powers the repository, and I just use the exact same Mercurial that's in the software on the web page. Just imports it and it runs it through a CGI script. So if I ever update the Mercurial, I'll just be able to update the software, copy and paste it to the repository, and it'll power the same way. Okay, so what we're going to do to update here is we're going to click on the main menu, and then we're going to pick About, and we're going to see some of the stuff change. So we click Check for Updates, and then what it's doing is it runs a thread that's contacting the repository that's on my web page. So because it's threaded, you can close this and you can go back to your game, and this doesn't eat up a lot of processing power. It's really sleek, and you don't even have to know it's running. You can always go back here, and this will update without you even knowing about it, or if you're watching it, you can watch it update. So it says a new version is available, so we'll update now. Now it's going to download all of the files, and then it's going to replace or make changes to the files that you have according to the files that are downloaded. And again, this is also threaded, so we can watch it this time. We'll watch it this time. But because it's threaded, it runs on its own little thread, and it doesn't eat up the main GUI thread. So I guess we'll watch it. And there, everything is fixed. You see these warnings here about my certificate. It's not a big issue. I don't have $100 to spend on that stuff. I'm sorry. But I got it fixed for that coming soon. So we'll exit the software, and when you start up the software, it will be updated now. And here we go. So we see the new About menu, and there's the new logo with the little dragon here. This is a brush by DragonCon. I gave him some special thanks, and you can actually download the brush right here and see the agreement that he asked us to use. Everybody can use it as long as you don't take credit as the artist. So it's really, I like it. It's a throwback to the old one right here, and I don't know. Let me know what you think. And then with this comes all of the other updates that we've had. So yeah, I guess I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to create a new PC sheet here. This is a 4th edition PC sheet. And in the last video, I showed you how a character can type in text, and like if I'm an example here, I want to type as example really quickly. Or I can do that in my adventure nodes. What I'm going to show you here is how emotes are going to work. Now this isn't 100% complete right now, but we have Win XP uses an attack, and that's just because my name is Win XP. And this part is emoted. The reason I did this is it's really simple. So it's just single quotes, and I showed you that before. Later on, we'll be able to add a name here, in between, just like you can with double quotes. But the reason I did it is because when you use the me command, which honestly doesn't work right now, it in the older versions, it consumes the entire string and turns it into an emote. So everything is then green emote color, and I don't like that. It personally, it's not a quality read. You know, like I want my characters to emote something and then continue to write and have a paragraph that's not a block of green. I want it to be different, you know, I want it to show that it's different colors. I want the different colors to show different meaning. You know, I like to bold important information, maybe underline it, stuff like that. So, yeah, this is a really unorganized video. It's really disorganized, but I'm sorry. I wanted to show off a few things, and when I started showing off things, I noticed some quirky behavior with the code, and I wanted to go over that. That's one of the pitfalls I have because I'm working on like several different operating systems, and I'm trying to capture the software with right now 2 versions of Python, which honestly isn't easy. In Python 2.7, the get iterator features is deprecated. I don't even know if it works anymore, so I'm gonna have to do like a try except. And there's just pitfalls like that that I have to work with, work around, just for the stable release. But yeah, I guess this is my video for today. I hope you have had a good video. Excuse me. I hope you have had a good day. I can't even talk today for some reason. I'm sorry. I hope you have had a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was completely disorganized. Maybe there was some good information in there. But until tomorrow, bye YouTube.